We're going to open up the round of 8. At Talladega Superspeedway, William Sawalich on the pole, first of his career. Off we go in Central Alabama.
Nice break there on the start for Sawalich in the one truck. He's got that bottom lane gathered up, and they're going to town.
And let Ben Rose jump in behind him as well in the 99 truck. It'll take at least a lap for these trucks to get wound up.
What about Grant Enfinger? I talked about being dedicated to that yellow line. He said, that's not a good idea for me, Mike. He moved right up in front of Chase Purdy. He saw the momentum the outside lane was gaining, and he wanted to be a part of that.
You'll see these trucks dance around a little bit too, Adam. They won't be that easy to drive, especially in traffic like this. We're hearing that's a penalty for Ben Rhodes. NASCAR is saying that Ben Rhodes actually launched first. Again, it's William Sawalich. That's the control truck, and he was within the restart zone, and Ben Rhodes jumped a little bit early.
And you see him give it back. Ben definitely rolled off the gas to give it back, but in NASCAR's judgment, he jumped the start on the pole sitter, and that's not allowed.
Blend violation coming back onto the track in turn 2. The blend was not where NASCAR wanted it to be, so he has another pass-through penalty, and that will put him squarely behind the 8 ball as he exits pit road. Here comes the field.
Yeah, he will without a doubt find himself a lap down when this field catches him. Again, they're running probably 20 miles an hour faster than he is right now. Watch him go by. He has to stay on the apron till he gets to turn 2.
Up onto the racetrack.
Chase Purdy now, did he get shoved up out of that middle line there? Let's see if we can see. Look at bottom of your screen.
Oh, turned.
That was a push from the 42 of Matt Mills, and he was trying to help him. He was not trying to push him out of the way. He was trying to help him as they go by Keith McGee. That's the red truck on the outside.
The 2 of Nick Sanchez comes down pit road to short pit this stage to get some fuel, pack it full. We saw 2 wedge wrenches go in the back of the truck. Get in the field for Nick. Nick wanted to dominate this race from the front of the pack like they did in Daytona, but they were dropping back, so figured let's get some fuel in this thing and try to flip the stage on the rest of the group.
Matt Mills outside lane takes the 42 down to the inside in front of Enfinger.
That was a solid move by Matt. I think that might have been exactly what the doctor ordered. If Matt can hang there, does Grant Enfinger slide up high in front of the 13 of Sanchez, or excuse me, Jake Garcia that's coming.
And remember, that start finish line is not right there in the tri-oval. It's down here towards turn 1 right here.
Enfinger gives a look, but he can't get there. It's Matt Mills who wins the opening stage at Talladega. An unscheduled pit stop as we go green in stage 2. Sanchez, Enfinger out front.
Just don't need to make a mistake if you're gray. You want to make sure you don't speed, make things worse. There's a 17. I wanted to show you him because look at this snarling pack coming at him. And this 17 is a fast truck. He's going to want to make sure he tries to blend and get ahead of Johnny Sauter. Can he do it, and can they avoid crashing?
Yeah, Sauter, the first truck, 1 lap down, but he's right in the middle of the draft, and he, like so many others, should go right by the 17. Here it is, 2.5 to go, and they split him.
Right in the middle. And he's got to keep his eye on that 16 truck. Maybe by the time the 16 of Johnny Sauter gets there, he will be back up to pace, and it looks like he is up to pace.
Oh, and Matt Mills tries to get in a hole that's not there.
Matt Mills, nearly sideways, hangs on to it in the trial.
Oh, and there's a crash.
There's Sanchez. He can't hang on. Caution out for the second time today, first time for incident. And I said Sanchez can't hang on, but boy, he brought it around in a much better position than I thought he would. The 99, Ben Rhodes. The 77 is Chase Purdy.
There's Sanchez. You can see damage on that right side, left front.
There's another view of Matt Mills and Stefan getting together. Nice save by Matt Mills after that contact.
Zilich just gets into the back of the 2. But watch them both just slide along. Guys slipping by on the outside. I believe those trucks are both repairable, and we know how important this draft is. They could get right back in this game, but I think that's a mistake by Zilich. A little bit more closing run than I think he thought he had on Sanchez, and he put him right into the grand end finger.
You know, Michael, he may have been pushed by the 19 of Christian Eckes.
But I tell you what, Adam, I don't care how in charge you are. As these laps wind down, they're going to try to replace your charger, make you just a part of the story, not the charge guy.
That was tight. Christian Eckes sliding down to the low lane behind Daniel Dye. His teammates out front on the restart.
It looked like he wanted to get by his teammate on the inside, but Daniel shut the door.
Stephen Parsons with a big shove on the back of Grant Enfinger in that outside lane.
They don't have a lot of help up there right now, do they, Michael? Raj out of the 71, as you mentioned, Adam, a lot of Chevrolets. Here they come. Here, watch it, the rest of them are coming down. No mistakes, no wrecks.
Oh, that's going to be, I don't know. I don't think he got to slow down. Now he's going to need to get some tires. If their plan was just gas only, you saw that left front pop on the 71 truck. Mamba.
We just saw the 71 come down. It looks like a left front tire is low now, sliding down into the pit entry. They got to adjust and change for that.
Yeah, there was contact. You see, Daniel Dye was going to try to come as well. Realized he was too fast. Gassed it back up.
They have crashed again. Our second crash of the day brings out our third caution and some big players involved.
Yeah, you can see here coming through the tri-oval, that's Stephen Parsons we're highlighting. He's pushing hard, Jake Garcia, and Jake has to back off the gas right there when Christian Eckes pulls up, and Stephen with nowhere to go. He was right on his bumper, and here they all go crashing. See, Tanner Gray into it, Matt Mills.
Connor Zilich back there, right side of your screen.
Here comes playoff driver Taylor Gray and Tyler Ankrum. All these trucks spinning. I think our two playoff guys here didn't have any damage to speak of.
Yeah, Jake Garcia had no choice but to back off the throttle when Eckes pulled up in front of him, and again, Stephen had no time to react.
Look at the 17 of Gray spinning in the dirt. There's the contact from the 15 into the back of Stephen, and Stephen into the back of Jake.
Yeah, they were making up good ground till Eckes pulled out in front of him. Watch Corey Heim drive by on the inside. Looked like Ankrum got down in the grass. He spun in the grass. I don't think there was any contact.
If you think this dancing is normal, it's not.
Oh,
the saves are just incredible these guys have to make.
Like that one just right there
exactly
by Christian
like that
Eckes.
And they're not going to keep saving them, Phil. We know they're going to push harder and harder, and they're going to have another wreck.
Sanchez already involved in one wreck today, but he is the race leader. As we come to our Craftsman, 15 laps to go at Talladega Superspeedway.
Look at the push by Grant, blocked by Sanchez.
The pushes get harder, the holes get smaller that you drive into,
and the blocks get bigger.
And the blocks get bigger.
Let's go to Mamba.
Down here with Jake Garcia. Jake, you were making some moves towards the front. What happened in that one?
Yeah, you know, just the push gone wrong there. The intensity was picking up a lot there at the end, and yeah, that's super speedway racing, you know, so that's kind of what you get when you put a bunch of trucks out there with restrictor plates going 180 miles an hour. So, you know, it's just super speedway racing. But I want to thank all my guys who had a really fast truck, ran up front all day, and you know, I want to thank Quanta Services. I want to thank Duke and Rhonda Thorson for giving me the opportunity.
Talk about a push gone wrong or a block that was applied a little bit late. Let's see if we can see what happens here.
I think a push by Eckes.
Yeah, I think Eckes got into the back of Sanchez. And look at that slide. Oh, Keith McGee barely slipped by the two of Sanchez and into another competitor.
Here's another look at it. You see Enfinger pulls to the outside, and there's a push right there. Nick did his best to stay with it.
He did a great job of fighting that thing.
That's twice today that he's been involved in a crash. Now, earlier he had some contact right here, stays off of everyone, but just remarkable to execute once it gets away from you at 80 miles per hour.
See, I think it's a Daniel Dye that comes along and
Look, watch the blue truck. Stuart Friesen, he looks like he's in a spot where he can hop up right now. Flare out. Not going to do it.
Off of turn 4, down through the tri-oval at Talladega. Make note of where the start-finish line is. It's all the way down toward turn 1. Grant Enfinger is the race leader. 1 lap to go. The next flag will end the race.
Somebody's got to pull out up in the top 5. Is it going to be Ankrum?
Yes, it is, and it's Gray.
Taylor Gray. That blue and black 17. Getting a push from the 18 of Tyler Ankrum. Top 2 starting to get away. Eckes pushing Enfinger.
Look at that outside lane. Daniel Dye trying to get engaged with Ankrum. Here comes Lawless Allen.
Lawless Allen, black 33. Enfinger trying to block. Taylor Gray goes outside. Lots of momentum there. Final time through the tri-oval. Ankrum goes around. They're crashing behind Grant Enfinger, who has won for a 2nd time in his career at Talladega Superspeedway.
Ryan Reed, the 91, significant contact. The fire fortunately extinguished itself.
Grant Enfinger gets his 2nd win at his home track, and with that, he's going back to the championship 4.
Man, that was a great performance. That's how you draw it up when you go to Talladega, just like Grant Enfinger and his team executed.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.